Hello? Hello? Wala akong desktop audio so wala akong background music. Play ko na lang ng malakas. Hindi lang ako sure kung dinig din siya. Is it streaming? Is anyone in the chat? Hello? Hello? Oh, I can hear myself. How do I mute? Tech issue. I'm just purging my cache files because I have been rendering for a project and it took me a while. Tech stuff. No, it takes 10 minutes. How do I play my desktop audio on the live? Oh. Hello, Isa. Can y'all hear me? I'm just having some tech issues because of I'm not prepared clearly. Hindi ko na-update yung bio site. Wait, ay oo nga pala. Thanks for the reminder. Oh no. Hello, welcome to Motion Monday. Pauso. Please hang in there. Is it done? I hope it's done. Is it done? Can I open a file? Happy 12/12. Ang chinek out ko ay cabinet para sa nanay ko. Kayo ba? Meron ba kayong mga chinek outs? Actually, ito yung distraction ko para hindi ako, last minute, check out ako. Sana makisama yung AE, di ba? Ayan na. Nag-crush na siya, my friends. Wait lang, magko-close na ako ng applications. Oh my gosh, yung mouse ko hindi ko makita. Bakit ayaw niyang makisama? Hindi ko maintindihan. Guys, magbo-broadcast na ako ng fail ko pero I'm so sorry. Habang tinatroubleshoot ko tong AE. Siyempre ngayon talaga siya tinopak. Wait lang. Hello. I'm alive. Well, mag-restart lang ako ulit ng After Effects. I'm so not ready. Kung nandito si Luisa, shout out. Tas yung mouse ko, hindi ko kung saan siya napupunta kasi tatlo yung screen ko. Ayan na siya. So, hindi ko alam kung anong meron sa kanya, pero hindi ko ma-open yung project file ko. So, ipapakita ko na. Ide-demo ko na lang ulit. Everyone, welcome to Motion Monday. I'm Noe. I'm a motion designer, director, multi-potentialite. Essentially, Sagittarius with the living, breathing personification of a Sagittarius with a lot of hobbies. Anyway, so today I am gonna try to break down what you saw earlier, yung effect ng like, where is it? This one. So I'm going to try to break it down and parang how I came about dun sa process. Unfortunately, the file is not opening, so I'm just gonna recreate everything. And if you wanna join the step by step, so why not? If your AE is open as well, so. Okay, so first we're gonna create a new composition. Let's just create a standard 1920 by 1080. Nowadays I'm doing 30 frames per second. I'm not sure if that's much of a difference, but for digital content I find it like smoother, I guess. It's a lot of frames per second, but that's what I usually work with nowadays. So yan, HD 16:9 ratio. Okay. So if you're a beginner and you're new to After Effects, to get started on your animation, you have to create a composition. So essentially yung work area, or like a blank canvas. I have here the project panel on the left side, if you can see that. I have the work area preview, which is this part, or the composition. And this is the timeline where we essentially do all the keyframing and the animation. Let's just name this type burn. What? Uh-oh. You're watching? Vlog? Oh. Thanks for... Siyempre, hindi ko na translation, di ba? Hindi ko na balik. Ayan. Good job ka dyan. Salamat. Sorry, nagsasalita ako. Di pala updated yung ano. Hold on. Naririnig ko yung do I have audio? Like right now? Kasi may pinindot ako. Yung after niyan. Sorry, very unprofessional. Meron pa rin. Okay. Let me know if nawala yung audio ko or something. The screen is not right. Andito na po ako sa After Effects. Ayan. Hindi ko chinecheck kasi yung ano yung OBS eh. Ron nga. Thanks. Ayun, ang aking assistant. Charot. Shout out to Ron. Okay, game. So, ulit. So, ito yung projects panel on the left side. And then, I created a composition. How I did that. Sige, ulitin natin. Okay. Click the composition sa title bar, menu bar. And then, select new composition. Tapos, and dimensions, 1920, 1080. Tapos, lagay natin type burn. Wala nga akong music eh. I'm sorry. Hindi pa ako masyadong techie. Okay. So, what we're gonna do is... is my screen... My whole screen is up. Sige, i-dissect lang natin ulit yung ginawa kong animation previously. So, dadaling ko siya dito sa AE. Essentially, din drag and drop ko lang siya. So, ito yung isang ginawa ko if it will play. Medyo mabigat ito kasi marami siyang textures and stuff. Marami siyang arte. So, first things first. We're gonna use a couple of presets. For this, I used a paid preset, but I'm gonna try to figure out how I can use a effect na native to AE. So we're gonna start with a text. So let's type a text. Change ko lang yung background ko to a different color. Christmas. Magka-Christmas ba tayo? Ayan. Sige, Christmas. Sige, Merry Christmas. Merry. Tapos, create tayo ulit ng isa pa. Christmas. Ay. Ay, sobra ng isa. If you're also new to AE, you can do the text thing by selecting the type tool. Click that, and then you can drag a box or just like click from there without a bounding box. Tapos, dire-diretso lang siyang ganyan. If you create a bounding box, so the text will be limited within that box. Balik tayo dito sa Christmas. Merry. Merry Christmas. Kuha tayo ng font. Ay, sorry. Change natin yung font. Kuha tayo ng font. We're not here for that. I'm so sorry. Let's choose a local typeface. Maragsa. Why not? It's very Christmassy as well. Is that is that the likha? Anyway. Anyway, this is the font I used for the collaterals for Mula sa Buwan, which is shout out. They had a very successful run last October ba? And also just recently, last weekend. I think it was their closing weekend. Okay, now we have two texts. How are we gonna create this effect? The one with the burn. So I saw this tutorial on IG Reels where in Photoshop, to be able to create that kind of fading effect on the edges, you have to change the blending mode into dissolve, but you need it blurred. So essentially, saan na yun? If you blur this out, let's add some blur, some kind of blur. So if we add some blur, and then we change the blending mode of the layer, that's how it creates that dissolve pattern. But I wanted my text to create like parang parang moving yung texture. So let's try to add, let's remove this dissolve. And then also I wanted it to be editable. So let's think about how to add like an animated blur. So I thought maybe we can create a medyo advanced to. we need to create a depth map for a blur, or like parang mask on which parts would be blurred. So essentially, if parang moving mask, if you're on Photoshop, parang we're creating a moving mask. Tapos, so let's create a new layer. Sige, let's create a new composition. Why not? Let's just set the background color to black. In that new composition, let's name that blur map. So essentially, our canvas is more like just black. And then, actually, we need to create a solid kasi magiging transparent siya later. Or will it? Let's first create a white solid layer. And then we will create simple muna, like a circle. So, minas ko lang yung solid layer to create a circle, and then let's fade the edges of the circle. So, I pressed M 2 times on the keyboard where the property will appear. If I don't press M, I can also press this arrow thing here, tapos it drops down the mask property. And then we go to mask feather. And then we're just gonna add some feather on that mask. Maybe it's a little too big. So we have this. I think it should work. Let's see. Let's go back to the type burn comp, the original comp with the text, and then we'll just bring or drag here the blur map. So that's what that looks like. Just a caveat that every composition are essentially transparent if you don't have a background layer at the bottom. So if I place this comp, yung circle, tas wala siyang background, like meron siyang alpha. So transparent siya essentially. And then we're gonna try to add the blur effect. We're gonna add a adjustment layer, and then let's just rename that to like the distortion blur. Tapos blur. I'm gonna search for an effect. So yung before, what I used was Distort Blur by Porous Effects Sapphire. Pero I understand that not a lot of people have this paid preset. So, but I'm just gonna demonstrate how this works. Should work. So we have the effect on the adjustment layer. Tapos I'm going to reference or source the blur map from earlier. So this is what it will look like. So yun yung parang quickie. quick fix. Tapos, I'm gonna turn this off. And then, that's how... And then, yung text will set it to dissolve. Ay. Or this one. This one ba? Ay, hindi. I need to apply the distortion blur pala on the text. Sorry. My bad. Not the adjustment layer. Whoa. So we can take advantage of the dissolve effect. Ayan. So as you can see, that's like quickie. No brainer, eme. Tapos, if I move this around, so what we have right now is basically a static thing. So we're gonna try to animate that. The circle. So let's create a path, a keyframe on the path. Let's say it starts at the bottom and then it goes up. So this is what it will look like. So ayun siya. But if you don't have distort blur, let's find a different preset. I'm not sure which one would work. Let's try. Blur depth. No. Displacement. What would make it displace? Now may fade. Let me map. No. Which one has a blur? Meron ba to? Meron siya pero maliit. Blur radius. There we go. So we can use camera lens blur, and then on the blur map we can reference the blur map layer, and then everything is set on default. I just selected the here on the drop down. It says, so from camera lens blur on the drop down it says blur map, and then layer, blur map, source. Maybe we can, and then I just bumped up the blur radius so it gets the blur. So if it's not set on dissolve, this is what it will look like. So ayan. For me, I find this really harsh, yung grain niya. So I'm gonna try to add some blur on top of that. Let's see if matte chokers would work. Hindi ko makita. No, that will reverse everything. Softness. Ooh. 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 So if you want to animate this na like fading away, I guess we can keyframe the camera lens blur radius, and then like just when the blur map intersects with the text, maybe we can like dissolve all that, right there. Tapos to finish it off, we can add like a block dissolve. So here it is. So we can just keyframe transition completion, and then or if we want that to fully disappear, the problem lang right now is that the particles doesn't like go off of the bounding box of the text. So let's try to figure out a way. What will this do? Oh. Stretch it? Nope. You can also invert the map, the blur map. Oh. Okay. So I just clicked or unclicked repeat edge pixels, so it moves away. There we go. Eh, ano? And then, so what if you don't want to transition it out? Let's try. This is gonna be the first time that I'm gonna try this again. Let's create a different blur map that's just sitting and like goes on a loop. Is everyone okay? Is anyone on the stream? Hello, hello. I just wanna say hi for a bit before I proceed. Tutuyo na yung laway ko. Water. Wait lang. I might just update quickly that the link should be on YouTube and not. Why didn't I do this earlier? I forgot. Galing. Wait lang. Just gonna post on Instagram. Okay, game. Let's resume. I'm gonna try to do a blur map that is not just like passing by like this. Let's try creating a solid once again. And then let's add my favorite preset of all time, fractal noise. Wait, walang upload. What? Sorry, I just got distracted for a bit on the upload speed. Okay, going back. We're gonna create a so we need to have like a faded black and white mask, right? So Fractal noise essentially does like a randomized noise. We're gonna try to achieve that, like constantly having a texture like this, maybe, that's moving around and distorting the text. With just this, ano yung magiging result niya? Let's see. Luminance. Let's get the luminance of the, say, texture. Get that. It's not very noticeable, I believe. So if I like, it's not. No. What if I create a contrast? Tapos I scale it up. Maybe. Is it not enough information for the how about this? Oh, how about this? No? How about less contrast? So complex. Really? Let's remove this for now. And also this. I'll just turn this off. A layer of the matte choker. Made the texture evolution. Let's just add a time times 30. So, dapat nag-animate na siya continuously, like this. Pero, it doesn't create the blur map. I wonder why. What if I botasin ko to? Like key. Let's just try this. How about that? No? It's essentially the same thing now. Like, if I set this to the blur map, it gets that circle. Maybe it doesn't accept the other shapes. I don't know. So, yung blur map, and then pag ito ayaw niya. What if it's like a straight solid rectangle? Oh, oh no. to get that. Oh, it's not very to alpha. What if I pre-comp this? But so it doesn't work with the just the layer. I need to pre-comp the blur map. So now it keeps like parang dissolving and then it's like looping or something. Right? Yes. And then what does it look like in full? Oh, but it's blurred. It looks blurred when I add the choker. But it's too harsh. How about just a little bit? 2. 2. I'm running on an hour now. Well, close to an hour because I started late. I can't see any. Is anyone on the chat? Wait lang. My internet can't handle. Hello, welcome to Motion Monday. If anyone's watching, sorry I couldn't check simultaneously on like chat and then the stream if it's uploading and then on the actual thing that I'm doing. Oh no, I'm gonna. If anyone's chatting, just know that I can't see it because I have to close other windows. Otherwise, my internet is gonna sabotage me. Okay, so far we've figured out a way to add a essentially like a blur mask that is moving. In Photoshop, you would usually have just like a still matte, right? A mask. So in AE, we created our own like matte. This was what we call it, which is we created 2 examples. So usually it's just a plain blur. Oh, and we have to turn this off. So the blend mode is currently at normal. So this is what it looks like before we add all the other effects. So first we're gonna place or select the blending mode of the text and put it into dissolve. And so you can see here that it already has that like grainy effect. So to further add like detail where some of the parts is like blurred, some of the parts are like a little bit clear. The idea of the camera lens blur is like rack focusing, right? So we created this kind of like alpha or like a moving matte with just plain black and white. So essentially the white part should be the dissolved part. I'm right? So from that we have this matte, and then we applied it, or sort blur map passes through. So it kind of goes like this. If you want to transition it out, you can add like a block dissolve, which creates like this effect to add on top of the blurring. So something like that. So as it moves in frame, the blur moves in frame, you can like dissolve everything away like that. A looping blur effect, so we don't want it as a transition in or outs. Actually, let's check if that makes a difference. I'll just turn this off first, and then I think it did. Hold on, let me switch. Keeps moving with time. If you want to see it again, this is the expression, just time times 100 or 300 to make it faster, or 20 if you want it slower. And then I just set the scale a little bit bigger so we don't have this kind of noise. So we have this much. Maybe let's add a little bit of contrast, less brightness. So essentially this is like not a transparent comp or layer. Key for this doesn't get an alpha channel from because not all the time that you have like an alpha channel, right? And you also don't need to add the luma key anymore for the layer. So we have this. Let's see if it previews. And do we still need the matte choke? Let's see if it will. Oh, preview. No. Oh, I said. And then the reference, the map layer, the texture as the map layer. Yeah, it does. I guess you can use the displacement map and then set that map layer to the texture or whichever, and then set this, what is it, the horizontal and vertical displacement as the luminance instead of like the other channels. And then you can set whichever or the amount of displacement, and then you can try to play with this. Maybe you can set that to 55. And then let's also add it to this layer. Ooh. This Christmas greeting is like a little too scary. Maybe it shouldn't be Merry Christmas. Maybe it should be Stranger Things. Oh. Yeah, that feels more on point. Need to go. And we can move it to the center. Where's my align? How about that? Yeah. I'm just gonna check the chat quickly. Does anyone has any questions, suggestions? Just let me know. I try to import the other file if it opens. Will it open? Naglag na siya. No, it's not opening. Let's just restart then. Why does it suck up all the internet when I open it on my iPad? It's annoying. Can I open it here? Let me know in the chat who is watching, and let me know if you have comments. If you like to talk, pag-usapan natin. Let's go. Listen to my singing. Wala akong desktop audio eh. Nakakainis. I haven't figured that out. Maybe later. Maybe someone can help me. I'm not techie as anyone might expect. All my brain is taken up by After Effects. Give up on. Is there anything in particular that anyone wants to talk about on this? I'm not sure why it's not opening. See, there's nothing. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna end it here. Am I still live? Yeah. I'm gonna edit here. Since my AE is not really cooperating with that old thing. Okay. I hope you guys can give this live stream my coffee link is on the description below. You can send me a buloy. uh, you can I don't know. I don't really want to like hang it, but like maybe a tip or something. Um yeah, if you appreciate videos like this, it would really help me if you could support. And my socials are on the link on the description. And thank you for staying tuned. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the for the for staying, for watching, interacting. I hope you learned something, some of you. I would do another live, I guess. I just need to do some work stuff before the holidays. Maybe next week on my birthday. I'm not sure. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm just gonna quit this because it's not really responding. Yeah. Let's move here. Oh, in case you also missed some of the other lives I've done, I have some pre-recordings on my YouTube. If you can like, subscribe, share, whatever. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Thanks.